Why am I so tiny? Okay, now it's big.
That's my diet as well, Tony. So, I have actual D20 I can roll today. I had them last week too, but I didn't do it. Hold on. I opened up Google random number generator, but screw you, Google. I don't need you anymore.
Yay,
the
dice.
power.
Scroogle. All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, roll.
Oh, wow.
That is a 13.
15.
Critical hit.
Looks like Al's going first.
All
I was
right.
last again.
Welcome, everybody, to Kerbal Space Race.
Cold War.
The one where Albert goes to the moon.
Sure it is.
Oh yeah, Al's shooting for the moon. I'm very curious to see this.
Al can shoot for the moon, but he will not succeed because he is not America.
He is America. He's just southern.
Yeah.
No.
I'm so bugged by my...
Southern America doesn't count.
Okay. Let me start my game.
I will set up the clock for you. You have 20 minutes to get to the moon. Can you do it?
Yes, I can.
What a wonderful future.
I'm going to show everybody else how to do it, too. First of all, we're going to warp to the morning. I want it to be daylight.
And start.
Okay. Let me look at my watch. My fancy wristwatch that I bought on Amazon for $10. It is not that fancy. All right, so you want to do one of these?
I didn't want to sound condescending, but
I could hear the fashion snob in Joe just getting angry. $10 for a watch.
It's not angry. It's just I would hope Al realizes that.
No, I didn't buy it to be. I was joking. I did not buy it for it to be fancy.
I thought that was the joke, but then I held off on commenting because
I bought it so that I would not look at my cell phone as often as I have in the past.
Oh, you're bringing science to the moon too, huh?
Yeah, I figure why not? I mean, I'm going to be there. It's worth a ridiculous amount. So might as well. Okay.
Especially whenever you're bringing a butt plug to the moon, you got to bring science too.
All right, so let's start
We're
with...
talking about experiments.
We're going to need 400 fuel
Good chunk.
down here.
400.
I'm going to give everybody the formula here. 400 fuel and then a terrier. I'm going to act like... I practiced with this, by the way. So I have done it with this, except for the science. Hopefully the science is not super weighty.
I can't wait till that science causes you to flip.
Yeah.
And then 800
Especially because he's
fuel.
been cheating on all this anyway, so.
Not cheating.
He's not cheating!
And we're going
I don't know how
to
many
use
times I have to tell you this now.
Reliance.
Open season. There's 78 planets to visit.
Okay, and
It's
now
space
comes
stations to build.
the fun
If you
part.
think Al is cheating by putting in 14 hours a week just trying to get to the moon whenever we only put 20, put it in the comments.
All right, now we're going to use some radial decouplers. How many?
The game is just hard.
This many. And we will
So many.
throw on...
Yeah, if you think Tony should be doing research on his own in order to improve his space center, tell us in the comments, because it's not cheating. Interesting.
It's only moderately cheating. If I
This
do
is
it.
weird. Al, I can guarantee I am not using this formula.
Thumpers.
What the hell?
Well, you need 5 on 5 to start with. These are going to get you out of Atmo. You don't want to use giant ones.
Why wouldn't you use the thumpers?
What?
I mean, why not use the big ones?
Because you don't want to.
All right, fair
This
enough.
is the formula I tested, all right? Give me some slack.
Yeah. This is why we're allowed to play outside of the recording session, because the game's hard and you just end up doing things like this. This will probably make it, I just don't understand it. I guess that's my point.
Okay, so all of these guys and this guy are going to be in the same stage.
I hope they all fire off at the same time.
Well, they're going to fire off.
10.
That's the point.
No,
Right,
all
that
of
one
them.
and that one are all going to be there.
I'm saying
together.
just every last
all
one.
of them.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Everyone.
Everyone.
God bless us. Everyone.
That was a Gary Oldman bit, and you turned it into a religious thing.
I turned it into a reference to a Christmas
What is that
Carol.
one? Yeah, Christmas Carol.
All right, let's I think
Al?
up 140. What?
I guess you can't attach them without those. Interesting. Well, you don't need the radial decouplers.
I know I don't, but that's how I used it, and I'm afraid to do something different.
Right, I'm not sure. Can you attach them without radial decouplers to the side? Like, would the game structurally let you do that? Well, that is low, sir.
How is that only at... Why is my thrust to weight ratio at 3?
Where are you clicking? Make sure you're clicking on the right thing.
There we go. That's what I want. Okay, yeah.
That's super low, and it's still getting...
Oh, okay, this is tricky here. Right, so this you want to bump down a little bit, but this we want to come up with just a tad because these are all on the same stage, but it doesn't think of them in the same stage yet.
Yes.
That's burning slightly harder than these. I think that'll be okay. This one in here, so we have... Let's bump that up a little bit.
See the look on my face right now.
And what does the look
This
like,
is why
Joe?
we needed face cam.
God.
147.
Remember,
there we go.
I think I looked like what Tony thought I looked like when you mentioned your $10 watch. I'm just like, what the fuck?
And that's going to bounce off, and then we're going to ignite that. Obviously, we don't need any thrust limiters on that because it's liquid fuel. And we're going to go to the moon. Right?
The moon, Alice.
All right, let's save this.
You haven't even got ladders yet. How are you going to go?
We're orbiting the moon. I'm sorry.
Fly by the moon.
This is not a lander.
I was wondering about that. I didn't think it looked landable.
The race is still wide open for that.
Yeah, you can still do that in your time, Tony. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to.
Having experimented with planes, I can assure you, landing is not easy.
I did the tutorial landing thing, and I still crashed. Upgrade.
I think there's better landing
I'm more
struts.
worried about like docking, like getting back.
You've been talking about docking for like...
Only have 8,000 left if I upgrade this, and I don't know if I'll have enough to launch.
Since we had this in like concept, you've been talking about docking. I don't
Well, think
understand where
about
docking...
how hard it is to dock. Like, you got to get everything perfectly lined up and then just make things like,
Where are you
go tip to tip.
At what stage of the process are you docking in your head?
Whatever you're getting off the planet and you're trying to get like enough
coming
fuel
back
to go,
from the moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm sure you could design it just to come straight back, but that, like, I'm just thinking about like real life docking and everything, and not like the dick to dick kind.
So I read something interesting that there's a weird soupy atmosphere thing going on that makes it really difficult to do a gravity turn under 10,000 meters.
Okay.
So just wait for 10K and then just dump it over to the right.
I mean, 10K is
10,000, really?
tall, but apparently that's like your level of the atmosphere where that's more viable. I might not wait quite that long, but I am going to let just burn up on this stage. And good. I will. I'm going to start.
Always looks like we're gonna break our space station or our command center with those.
Pretty amazing it hasn't happened.
Yeah, it could happen.
Turn. So you didn't check like where the moon was?
What? No, not in this stage.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's got time to figure it out while he's in orbit, probably.
Yeah. You don't worry about that. I'm not burning straight for the moon. All right, this is just enough of a. I don't know.
You say that like that's some horrible idea.
To the moon, Alice.
Oh no. Nope. Go back over.
What's happening?
Sheesh. I don't know. I'm straightening up for some reason. Possibly because of a weight shift.
Interesting. It's not letting you turn?
It's just tricky.
Weird flashes of light. I feel like I need some sort of space.
I probably could put some fins on this. That might help a little bit. No, these ones burned out a little bit before the middle one did.
Yes. We choose to go to the moon.
All right.
We set sail on this new sea because there's new knowledge to be gained and new rights to be won. They must be won and used for the progress of all people. That's a terrible Kennedy. Whew.
It's all right.
We choose to go to the moon. Did you know that he in his speech, in that famous speech, he talks about Rice playing Texas?
Does he?
Yeah, because he delivered the speech at Rice, so I never realized he threw that little jab in there. It's pretty funny.
Gotta get that politics going.
It slips in some college football talk. Why fly to the moon? Why cross the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas?
Does he really say those exact words?
Okay, but why some say the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that
Okay,
challenge is one
so we're going to get up to
accept.
our apotheosis.
Such a good speech.
Al hating on Kennedy.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. I'm not gonna lie. When I read that in prelude to one of these recordings, I was like, "What the hell? Is that really in there?" And that's off of Wikipedia, which this weekend was telling me that Eric Clapton's "Tears in Heaven" was written for this movie Ratatouille, which was confusing.
Which movie
You
is
have
that?
RCS on? Is that supposed to be on?
Yeah, I turned it on purpose.
What is it? I don't know what it is.
All right, so we're out of that. Now,
It's the
we are down to
rad
this,
control
ladies
system.
and gentlemen.
That tank of fuel and that rocket are gonna.
Yup.
Get you to the moon and back.
We're going to wait until we're a little bit closer to our apotheosis.
Did you do the hair flip when you did that like the Sims do?
No, I did not.
It's only legit if you do that.
I have big bulky headphones on.
I don't get... for some reason, I don't have fuel in my fuel stage view now. It's really
Well,
annoying.
that's because it hates you. It's probably because of how you staged it in your crazy-ass building.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is bad.
That...
Just absent-mindedly not going the right direction as an astronaut.
Oh, right!
Yeah, I still think I can make it, but that's annoying. Also, Valentina doesn't have the experience because I killed the person that had the experience to
Yeah,
lock prograde.
to salvage some science.
Yes.
No, to lock prograde. She's not a scientist, Tony. She's a pilot.
No, you
No,
killed
I'm
her
talking
to
about,
lock
like,
the science
that's why you
in.
killed Jebba, or Jedediah, or Jebediah.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
All right.
Okay.
We'll miss you, Jeb.
Now we're going to go to the moon.
Oh,
Where's
now
it
we'll
at?
go to the moon.
Where are you
Where's
at,
it at?
moon?
Come back.
Where are the
moon.
white women at?
Where are all the white women at?
Okay, so we're going this way. We're just going to... We're pretty close to the moon, I think. We're going to fast forward a little bit until we see it. On the
You're
horizon.
okay, we're actually visually looking for the moon.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How else would you look for the moon, Tony? Joe? Whatever your
I'm
name
Joe.
is. I'm very focused on getting to the moon. I already have one mess up. I don't want... There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay.
That's
no
no
moon.
moon.
Yeah, that was pretty much a given. Right. Check.
Nerd.
I'd have used the orbital maths, but
We're going to use the orbital map now to watch as we get up, push our orbit out to where the moon is.
is that happening now?
Escape trajectory. Actually, you're not trying to escape.
Yeah,
you're just
no, I'm
making
not.
the,
Change the orbit. This might not
Increase.
make it because of my failure earlier at burning towards the horizon. I assure you this formula will work, and if it does not work this episode, I will
You'll get your money
try
back.
again.
It's getting bigger, 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 bigger,
Yeah,
bigger, bigger,
I'm just
bigger.
worried about the return. I will definitely get there.
Now, you're not at the moon.
What? What do you
The
think
moon's
I'm
up
doing?
there.
The moon's gonna move, Joe.
Yeah, but so is your space. This is just confusing to me.
The moon.
where I
It's
got
gonna
worried
take
if you're
time
gonna
for me to
actually-
get out there.
Right, but what if you miss?
You're so negative. You know that?
Well, okay. I didn't mean that way. I just meant, like, is there a way
You're
to
gonna
better
miss.
plan this out? I thought you were using the conics and the stuff to actually figure all this stuff out ahead of time.
I am not.
Right. That's well done,
Take
sir.
a look at the moon. Take a look.
I am gonna
Did you
crash into
make-
the moon.
Go to your normal view. Don't do it from this menu. You gotta show it crashing into the moon. Al, what are you doing? Why are you watching it from here?
Oh, that's not the right one. So
You're gonna,
we're gonna land on the moon, guys. This is how you do it.
Coming in hot. Only 1,000 meters per second.
Oh my god!
You
I
should have
will
done
be
an
reverting
EVA.
that. What's my
You should
time
have done
like?
an EVA.
Oh my god!
You could have had
All
her
of
jump
space.
off.
All
It's
of space.
bouncing. It's bouncing.
What's
6 minutes and 6
I got it.
seconds.
Okay, that's fine.
Holy cow! What are the odds of that?
Well, I was aiming for the moon, Joe.
I guess,
The odds
yeah,
are
but
pretty
that
good.
was too good. All of space, and you actually crashed into the moon. Oh my god.
So I think what I'll do this time is try to get into orbit, and then I'll upgrade my my space center if I have the money.
Have you used those things before?
What, these? Which things?
The mappings and the conics and the things.
Yeah. I have that in my other game. I had them to make the transition.
Okay, just curious. I would like to see that. I haven't quite gotten to that yet. I'm very curious.
It's pretty cool.
You know, they still haven't actually mapped out the the Earth, Moon, and Sun rotation.
This is tricky. I'm very
The three-body
focused
problem.
because this rocket is somewhat unstable.
Really, you need to focus?
Yeah.
I should stop talking then. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. No, you can keep talking. Please do.
Especially
I
talking about,
I might
like,
not
the
talk,
moon.
talk
you
back.
keep throwing brain teasers at you.
All these things not being tracked.
All these things that I have done. No. Go back. Go
Gotta
back.
turn over.
Go back. Yes, we're good,
Come
we're
on,
good, we're good.
360 for style.
No.
Style points.
No.
360 for style.
No, we're okay. Now it's going back the other way. We're okay.
God.
We're okay. I wanted this to be the cheapest possible, by the way. Like, anybody could do it if they wanted to. Like, that was my intention with this rocket, is to build a rocket that anybody, like, it would be available to people relatively early on in the game. Get back over there!
That gives you the other prograde. The real prograde. I don't understand that entirely when that bounces over.
I think it's when you're passing through various sections of the atmosphere.
I don't know if it. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not technically in space yet.
No, I'm
No,
not.
it's 70. How high is it? Not you. Not it. Space.
70.
Al's pretty high. High on
70.
life.
70,000.
Now this is not gonna do it for us.
It is bulbous, sir.
So much space junk.
The science stuff might be might be stopping me.
Oh yeah, it definitely changed the dynamic of your rocket. I have no doubts
So-
there.
That might be one of the problems that I'm having. But I'll give it a shot again here, just in case, you know. Maybe we can make it. Maybe we can't.
Choose to do the hard thing, Al.
If
Choose to play Texas.
So it may, again, I just slapped the science collection on here.
Yeah.
So if that doesn't work out, then that's the problem.
Just
and it's
jettison
definitely not me.
it.
In my
Jettison
plans.
it now.
Definitely not you. It is not human error.
Yeah, there's no flaw in this ship.
The science is what made you go flying, hurtling at 1,000 meters per second into the moon. It was the science. No comment from Al.
Again, I'm very focused.
Very focused. It doesn't like you're gonna have way more fuel in orbit than you did last time.
Yep.
This is a much better approach.
Okay. Now,
See if you can hit
time
the
right now?
moon head on this time.
what's the time?
Might as well just keep going. You can save at any point in space, right? 145.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying.
Ooh, and you're wobbly too. That's weird. That may cause you some problems, El.
What?
That your hula hoop is offline with the moon's hula hoop.
That's fine.
Well, okay.
It's
not.
not
Make him
nearly
wa-
as. It's not exact science. Is not an exact science.
It's more of a. It's just rocket science.
It's more guidelines.
There's a lot of feeling your
There
way
it is.
along.
Okay, there's the.
Are you gonna do the
there's the
exact
one.
same burn you did last time?
Yeah. This is how you do it. I just did it wrong.
Well, what did you do wrong?
He tried to lawn dart into the moon.
Yeah.
I mean, again, if you're doing the exact same burn, how do you know it's not gonna slam you into the moon again?
I'm not negative, Joe. That's
I don't
my
understand.
secret.
You're just repeating the same exact process. I'm all kinds of confused. This is a great view for this, by the way.
At least it's not dark.
This hula hoop might be a problem.
Oh, really, Albert?
Woo!
I really wish Earth had a ring.
What do you mean?
Like, it would look really cool if we had some rings. But no, we just have a moon. Then again, it would
Do you think it would look cool from here?
I think it would look cool, like, in general.
I cannot get this orbit to tilt. Why is that?
At least you'll go under the moon.
Oh, you won't hit the moon.
I'll have a weird... This will be a very weird orbit.
I mean, you'll be able to adjust as you get closer. It is time, sir.
All right,
We're
I
gonna
guess
come back
I'll
to this.
save, and there will be no reverts because it's a save. Quick saving?
Yeah, that's true. You could revert and save. Up to you.
Yeah, because of the wobble in the orbit, and I did not do a good job at fixing that. I think I will revert to launch and save there.
Excellent.
But
So
that
Al
is my time.
accomplished exactly nothing.
Unfortunately, there was a hitch in her giddy-up.
Next week, I will try this again without the science.
All right, now just launch all of your stages at once.
Yes, I agree with that.
Hey, she might survive.
You did!
Yay, Valentina.
And observe the mystery view.
I got 0.2 science.
Aim camera? What was that about?
I don't know.
I've never even seen that option.
You can look at that on yours. Revert flight to vehicle assembly, actually. And I am out. Man, that was rough.
Yeah.
For me.
This is not...
Just like emotionally. I realized nothing actually happened to my space station because I get reverts and stuff, but man, I was
crazy.
locked in.
I come in with a plan, and I'm just like, I'm gonna do this, and then because it's freaking Kerbal, everything goes to hell.
I did that 5 times, by the way. I did that Earth to Moon trip 5 times in practice, and it worked. I won't say flawlessly, but I survived every time.
The one time you do it on camera, you fly into the moon. It's the Albert algorithm. Albert plus cameras equals I don't even know. Syncing, start game, settings, KSP community, settings, start game. Someone's got to
Can you imagine how much that would suck if you like did your burn and you just knew there was nothing you could do? You were just going to crash into the moon.
Oh God, you're all out of fuel. Yeah,
It's like there's no stopping it. I am going to just plaster myself into the surface.
that would be fairly horrifying.
I mean,
All right, someone got my
that is
clock?
the human condition.
Yeah.
I do not have a clock yet, Joe. I was still hyperventilating a little bit. Hold on just a moment. All right, I'm ready when you are.
Ready?
Starting your time now.
$36,000 in 1 point. So something I didn't exactly explain well, I don't think, is that the also I left a thing in space. That's where I'm going. To bring this back. So the administration building is supposed to be able to help you let you trade between science. What am I doing?
You just can't see your thing on your map view because of the darkness.
Suborbital space flight. Okay, that's all I needed to do. Do I have any fuel? I got plenty of fuel.
Yeah, it's time to come home. Unless you were wanting to do like an orbit thing.
No, I guess
I forget
not.
what was this, a contract? Or are you like taking somebody to space?
Yeah, it's a tourist.
Oh yeah,
Just
okay.
got to get her home.
Can you get an EVA report from them or anything?
I don't
I don't
think
know.
so. We'll try it out in a second, I guess. No science.
I should always at least slap a thermometer on here. I'm not sure which ones I've gotten. EVA? Are you out? Oh, I can't do that yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could position it against the Milky Way or whatever they call it in Kerbal. What do they call it in Kerbal?
I don't know.
They must have a different name for it, like the. I don't have an idea. I don't know.
The
What is
Mars,
the, like,
the Mars bar?
Let me look it up. What is the galaxy called in Kerbal?
Well, specifically the Milky Way. Like, I guess that is our galaxy. Yeah, because
It
we're
is.
just looking out at it.
At the disk. I'm
Or
not forgetting
possibly there's just a bunch of stars squished together, really close, and every other galaxy is a disk. And we won't
guess,
know
yes.
because we can't see ourselves from the outside.
And maybe we're just writing out turtle.
something. Yes. That would be
That's
great.
Discworld, Tony.
There's an Easter egg. in Kerbal. That was turtles. Yay, one didn't pop. Interesting.
That is interesting. Did you put 2 on there?
Yeah.
Oh, show? I mean, it does register as yellow because there's a possibility that it might not work.
I've seen it go off. I think I have plenty of stopping power here. There it goes. Chunk.
You have so much stopping power here.
Yeah, you're going to be going like 3 meters per second here soon.
Hopefully. I don't know what the speed limit is on the tourist pod thing. This thing.
Oh, you were like, if they like get back and they write you a bad Yelp review?
Or they explode? Yeah, that would be worrisome.
I would just jettison it right now.
It's already checkboxed, Joe. It doesn't matter.
No, it's not. I have to get her back.
You know, dead men tell no tales, and that especially applies for Yelp.
They also don't write checks. This is about money. That's why I bring in this idiot, Natty Kerman. There you go.
It still didn't change. You had the checkbox. You got the checkbox when you were in flight. It didn't say survive. It just says bring along.
It says complete itinerary, and coming back is part of the itinerary.
Fine.
I'm fairly certain you can. Ooh, I actually got some nice.
Some reputation.
Slowly crawling my way back. I think I'm gonna try and do some planes.
Good. I'm really looking forward to seeing this.
That's not Al being. I don't have the right command pod for planes.
Oh, you can do that with that one. It just looks stupid.
I don't know how to fly that. I don't have any of the plane stuff.
Is that the problem I've been having? I've been using the wrong command pod?
Yeah,
I don't have any plane stuff. Good God. Huh.
You gotta buy that, Joe. You gotta get some science.
I'm so screwed. Where was it? Here? Aviation. There she be.
How many science do you have? 1.3?
It's gonna take some time.
43.2 left to go, Joe.
Huh. Well,
40. Yeah, that's right. I had my math right.
I guess I'm gonna have to do a lot of.
No, 43.7. That was the wrong part of the math.
Don't know what I was talking about.
Oliver does math after very stressful space flight is not my. I mean, I'm not great at math anyway.
Okay, these focused observational surveys can go.
You know what? I should have gotten the contract to explore the Mun before I tried to go to the Mun. That would have probably
you
done
reverted, so you can do that now.
Next week, guys. Next week's gonna be a thing.
I don't think people understand. Okay, first off, I was talking about this. Administration building is supposed to let you swap between the 3 currencies: reputation, science, and money. And from what I've heard, though, they haven't really tweaked that. They implemented it, but like the conversion rates don't make any sense. So that's not exactly a usable product. I mean, it's usable, but
yeah, it's abusable. Apparently, you told us a really great trick about it.
Did I mention that this one, or was that?
No, well, that was off camera.
So you can get the. Actually, maybe I should look into. Well, no, I don't have the reputation for that. We'll see. I'll show because I don't know what I'm doing. My hope. I was going to do airplanes this turn, but I don't know anything now.
My phone's freaking out, saying it's time to release Dwarf Fortress, guys.
That's going. You can get aggressive negotiations here. Up. I can't, but other people can.
I'm just imagining that dude having aggressive negotiations, just like pounding the table.
You give
Gus
me your
Kerman.
Anyway, so that gets you spaceship parts for less than cost.
And then you can recover at cost. You
can build a spaceship for less than cost, put it on the runway and recover it, and you get cost back, which is hilarious to me. An incredibly breakable. Oh, I have to bring her into orbit. Crap, I didn't read that all the way.
You can do that, right? Well, it's heavy. I'll tell you what, if you have 5 thumper rockets stacked on top of 5 other thumper rockets.
This is what I'm saying. I also wanted to talk about how this looks easy, I'm sure, in some ways. Maybe not easy, but it's like when you're watching Jeopardy and people make really stupid decisions. This is when you're on the camera. Why can't I pull this down?
Why can't you pull that down, Joe?
What's going on?
This is weird.
You check your belt?
That was odd. Okay. I'm going to do this.
Yeah, by the way, I love how you started that sentence. I bet this looks easy.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is. You
should put those on your little science thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get on camera and everything just goes to hell. I need the... which engine is this? T45.
And the two other guys on the call apparently aren't any help.
No, they're not.
We refuse to
That's
talk.
not a thing that happens. I should have some barometer stuff to get.
So there's that test at splashdown. So you want to like stick that on the front of your nose cone or something and test it? The
What?
swivel engine? They want you to test your swivel engine while splashdown.
I see. We're going to add a lot of...
So many
Science?
parachutes.
That's
Those are not science.
Oh, is that not science? Really? You're going with 4 radial drogue parachutes?
I have to bring the damn engine into space and then orbit, and then... This is going to go so well. This is going to go so well.
I don't even think you have to have fuel in there, right? It's just got to be
I can do
run.
this.
This is the
So this is what I
dumbest-
have to bring back.
That's what you have to get into orbit, too, I'd like to point out.
Yeah, well, that's...
I don't even know why you have a decoupler. Or no, you don't have a decoupler there, do you?
I don't.
Okay, yeah.
Why do we even have a decoupler?
Why do we even have that lever?
Why do we even have that lever? And this is the one I actually want to use.
And then
We're
Joe's going to
like 8
use
of these.
5 of those long things instead of the hammer because he thinks that'll work.
I don't understand your thought process on that, on more boom not working. That's confused me a bit.
What do you mean more boom not working?
Why would you not add bigger rockets to get...
Because they
up?
weigh more. I wanted to be able to stage more often and then lose weight.
This is got success written all over it, folks.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
rushing
only
at
because
all.
the
I have
curved
a-
ones have just got that new Sharpie in, and they got really excited.
I have thought this out. This is just... yeah. We're kicking it here. Woo!
Kicking it. I also experimented with that same design with like doing the 4 on the outside and then the 1 in the middle burning, but that turned out not to be as useful. So
9.
but we'll see. Maybe this will be fine. Maybe you'll be like, oh,
This
look at
thing's
this.
so tall.
Yeah. Also, how many parts are you allowed to have in your current?
Listen, there's
Say
a lot
it,
of
Joe.
questions floating around here that we're all gonna...
So you have to get rid of 11 parts.
Well,
So
there's all
maybe,
those.
yeah, those parachutes and those barometers and 4 thermometers.
Well, I want those because I want the damn science.
I think 2 parachutes is enough.
Maybe 1 is.
It's possible.
7?
7. All right.
9 parts. All right. we'll
Barometers
just go
aren't
straight to-
actually useful in space, are they?
The first time you
Like
do
the
it in
first
space is
time, they're
good.
like, "Oh, there's no air up here." Okay, I don't think you
Or
need all of those
thermometers.
thumpers or whatever kind of booster you're using.
Listen,
You also don't need fins.
people.
The fins might be
Whoa.
more helpful than than all of the thumpers.
And
Yeah,
you don't
I
need you don't need cones on there.
You could just go with just that. I'm not
People
saying
are just
for
talking
sure.
out of your ass. This is the worst peanut
Can you
gallery
imagine?
ever.
I practice really hard though.
Yeah, at least I haven't
It takes a
practiced
lot
yet.
of control to be able to get the butt cheeks to move like that. You're like controlled farting.
It's hilarious at parties.
All right, so if you go without the fins, you're good.
Yeah, it's also a death trap if I go without the fins.
Now I'm just imagining
that's
somebody
the
having
problem.
like an exterior set of, or not exterior, an extra set of vocal cords so they actually could talk with farts.
Well, no, there's like a little insert you have to get. You can't just like it. You have to mod it up a little bit, Tony.
And you get that like
Like a
ass
kazoo
ambusher.
kind of thing. You just stick
What
up
are
in
you
there.
people talking about?
You started this.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
Lots of people don't know about the kazoo, but professional butt talkers. You just if you just start off like just eating a lot of beans, you think that that's gonna get you there, and like
This is the content that Kerbal Space Race watchers have come to expect.
well, Joe
This is
looks at his
terrible.
rocket and tries to figure out how many parts he can delete.
Hey, you can put some thermometers back on.
Yeah, I can, but I don't have the Science Junior.
You can still make
never
it work.
had the Science
Thermometers
Junior.
aren't that. So thermometers don't drag that much.
You're talking about the science Tupperware.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Delicious Tupperware.
Keep science fresh.
Well, I might as well put 4 on now. And
You're again, what is your part limit here? What?
30.
It's right here.
Oh, it is. That makes sense. Yeah.
I actually have it open now.
How about too tall?
All right.
Are you worried about height? No, okay, you're under that too. It shows you the 36 is your highest, so you're at 21 meters.
Yep, everything is golden. I'm going to set my thrusts, and this is going to be the greatest.
Cool beans.
No one's going to die.
Cool beans. Cool beans.
I miss having beans.
Was that not part of
You can have some, it's just you gotta watch your carbs. But
Come on
thankfully it has a
board.
lot of fiber. Bring a scientist too, why not?
Why not? We got the
It'll only
space.
weigh more.
I don't know if that actually adds that much, to be honest. All right, this.
How much does a
these gotta
Kerbal
go.
weigh?
If a Kerbal could weigh Kerbal.
I've got the timer up on my phone, so I can't check.
All right.
Launch.
7 minutes and 2 seconds remaining for Joe as he attempts for orbit
Oh,
and hopes
it's
his
wobbling.
rocket doesn't fall over. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that was interesting.
Oh boy, it's still interesting.
Got
All right, start a gravity turn now.
Dun dun.
Bang!
360 for style. What is? Oh, what's over on the roadway? Is there a
I think
space
I
plane
left the
down
plate
there?
out there. Yeah.
Nice.
Now you only need 40 more.
Yep. We're getting there. Ooh, doggy.
Tell your passengers to do crew reports.
Yeah, science guy, do something.
Stephen Hawking. If that is even your real name, you wanted to go to the moon.
It's like, oh, you think 10,000 feet? Really?
I'm just saying that's what I read.
Or you just read that? You've read 10,000 feet. I shouldn't say that you've said it.
Yep. You're welcome to disregard that. That's just what I had seen, that they said that up until that point, the atmosphere is thicker, and it's a problem. Are you going to stage here, or...
I'm trying to turn. That's not really going anything.
Well, there's
I have
you got
read
no
that-
thrust.
I
Oh,
know.
okay.
That, like... I mean, going over 400 at any point in the atmosphere is not good. That's what I've read.
Yeah, but sometimes you just gotta blow past that.
Well, Tony, your space center is very different setup than ours.
So, going over 400, he says, as he goes 550...
Well,
to
I
go
also
to
didn't. If you
600.
slow down too much, then you're kind of screwed. Also, I'm way up in the upper atmosphere now.
Okay. You said any part of the atmosphere. Yes, you're right. Like, at this point, you're almost in space. You're at that,
I didn't say I was going to do the smart thing, Al.
Cool. Cool,
I just
cool.
was sharing the smart thing.
He's doing it because it's hard.
Yeah, we choose to go to the
5 minutes.
Not retrograde. Whoa, doctor, that was really bad.
Did it go retrograde?
He started to turn. She
I was
started to
looking
turn.
down at my phone for half a second, and Joe ruins his launch.
I don't think it's quite ruined yet, but we'll see.
Oh,
You're
not
actually
stage.
the first person that's brought multiple people into space, and now for the second time.
Yes.
So I don't think Al and I have brought anybody extra.
We don't like people. We're like Jake
pretty good.
Gyllenhaal in life. We go into space because we want to be alone because of our horrible PTSD-filled lives.
Yes, because you totally get people with PTSD into, like, the space.
Stop
who you-
pointing
that's who
out
you
the plot
hire.
holes in life, Tony. It's an amazing movie.
I haven't seen it yet. I would
No,
know.
it's not an amazing movie. I didn't enjoy it, like, at all.
Albert did not enjoy it.
It looked so cool, too.
It looked... Listen, the looks were not the problem. It does look great. The monster's pretty... I mean, the monster's not an amazing monster, but, like, as science fiction-y monsters go, it was okay. Oh, boy. Are you going to have enough fuel here?
Beats me.
Looks were definitely not the problem with Ghost in the Shell, either.
No. I didn't dislike Ghost in the Shell, by the way. It just felt like it had so much more stuff it could have done that it didn't do.
Hey, look at
I
this
was
guy.
confuzzled by that. Did you ever see the anime, Tony?
Around the same time you did, maybe 15 years ago.
Like the standalone complex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm planning on watching it this week whenever I get done with like 5 facts and other things like that.
I felt like we go into the, like, everybody's augmenting themselves and technology's doing all this weird new stuff and everything, and then they didn't really have anything to, like, say about that. It was just, yeah, look at all these people with, like, weird implants in their bodies. Sure is weird, huh?
They tried to shoehorn some stuff in there. They were talking about how like she's basically what humanity's going to be. Whether she
Right, but
likes
there
it or
was not like, is this a good thing? Is this a bad? Joe's not gonna get into orbit, by the way. This is not gonna happen. Sorry, Joe.
And if he did get into orbit, he wouldn't have been able to get out of orbit.
Yeah. You got a nice shallow re-entry, though, so you should be able to save some of that science. Do another science or whatever.
Do another science or whatever. Well, I'm not going to land in the water to get my stupid test in.
EVA.
I can't.
You could just, like, tip over on the, practically
report.
on the launch pad and get it in the water.
That sounds a lot like blowing up.
Well,
I'm
the
just
trick
saying,
is you
it's
just
not
have,
hard
like,
to get your rocket into the water.
You do one flea rocket.
Yeah, I wanted to get this all done in one. This is clearly why I'm getting nothing done. That's how we roll here at Cosmonaut Space Station. Well,
I had the same problem, Joe. I was like, I'm going to take science to the moon and get lots of science.
yeah, you get that greedy... Yep. That's exactly
At least
what
your
happens.
tourists look happy.
Whee! And my scientist.
And they're like, look at us, we're in space.
Yeah, I wanted to get my scientist orbited to get him up a level.
Leotrude.
Looks like you're going to splash down practically on the nose of when your time ends, because you've got about a minute 35. So,
Why is this red?
I think because you've clicked on it, but I don't know. Maybe it's because there's no, like, it's like, we can't do anything with this, guys.
I'm confused. Hopefully that's not going to explode.
Hopefully.
It's just warm. It's not exploding
There's no, I'm not seeing any things, like, temperature-wise popping up, so.
No, I'm not either.
Although I've had things blow up without any warning whatsoever.
Yep, that's happened too.
yet. It just feels like that's about to happen.
Baby, you're a firework.
What's my time there, Katy Perry?
55.
What?
55 seconds.
That was the entire thing?
Yeah, you were mostly building this round.
Yeah, I gave you, like, periodic updates, too. I was like, you're at 10
Listen.
minutes now. You're, like, 5 minutes.
We've discussed numerous times. Oh, she's like, that wasn't to the moon? Yeah, wasn't that great?
She's just
orbiting
clapping.
the moon? Hooray! Wasn't that fun?
But get back on retrograde! Get back on... Oh, no, you're doing your thing. Okay, I get it.
What? No, I'm not.
You're not doing your thing where you turn sideways to slow down?
No, I'm not.
Then I don't understand why you're not going sideways.
I'm not hitting anything. I have the retrograde toggled. I'm letting her do it, but she's...
Well, maybe, like, spin or something. Like, put yourself in a roll.
360?
You're good.
We're out
Okay,
of
never
it.
mind. You're fine. I was thinking if you rolled, then maybe you would,
I'm
dissipate
in the water.
And your time is up. Obviously, we have to let you finish.
Yeah, you're close enough that I'm...
Yeah, well, also we can't
over
save
a
here.
minute.
Like, it's impossible to save when you're under acceleration or deceleration.
So what is gimbal?
That's
In the mire?
so like the ability to turn with your engine. So, for instance, the swivel engine is all gimbal essentially. Like that's the
I
cool
see.
thing about the swivel engine. But all of your, or I don't know about all of them, but I think most of your liquid engines have some gimbal where they can point in a
Yeah, it
different
feels
direction.
like it.
Whereas like the liquid fuel is like, this is a straight line.
You mean solid fuel.
Solid fuel.
Solid, yes.
Yeah.
But yes, you're correct. Except for the words you used. That was right.
Not meeting what you wanted them to, but yes. Other than that, absolutely correct.
Okay. Here he goes. And we're going to, definitely go ahead and do that test.
Yeah. If you
Cut
can
one of the chutes. Make it go faster.
I don't want to go. Is this? I don't know what my. Oh, we're gonna see.
Yeah, just
Test
fast
it.
forward.
Test it.
He's not splashed down yet, Tony.
I was telling him to test that engine.
He's not splashed down yet.
All right.
He needs to be splashed down.
Without it exploding.
And
That's interesting.
But-
Where are you going?
Is that the full part?
No,
or
that's
is that
your,
just
the thing.
Fairing.
the fairing, yeah.
I don't have it anymore. What the hell was that?
It just fell off.
Yes.
You.
Hello.
Well, that was Joe's time.
I'm so confused.
Swim after it. Swim after it.
Tony gets to wrap us up with his amazing whatever it's gonna be. Hey, you got science.
1.9 science.
I hate everything right now.
I don't know what that was. That was
I don't know
ridiculous.
what that was at all.
Maybe it
that
just
was
doesn't
nuts.
like to stick on because you didn't have any fuel.
I have no idea.
It just fell off in the water.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Like there were no couplings. I guess maybe it exploded. Like it wasn't, I don't know what, 10 is not that slow. I'm getting out of this, by the way. 10 meters per second will blow up a couple things. Like that's a little too hot. I'm not thrilled with that. Maybe that screwed it up somehow? I don't know.
All right, so Tony, me and Joe had big plans. What that did not come to fruition.
No, they did not.
You gonna
My
keep the
plans-
theme?
My plans are a little bit smaller because I was reading about that you really don't need a whole lot to make a satellite. So we're going to do this again.
Okay.
Bot
okay.
boy, load.
Now I remember, weren't you? You were doing this last week. Something went wrong.
Yeah,
What
it just
went
kept like flipping over and going insane.
Okay.
The insane part was weird. It was like, sponges are evil. I have squirrels in my pants. It was like, that's very strange.
SIMP squirrels in my pants. Squirrels.
Let's see, where's my
Squirrels.
couplers?
SIMP squirrels in my pants.
I don't know what I started out doing. I'm sorry, people at home.
That's the famous "Squirrels in My Pants" song from Phineas and Ferb. Step right
sure it
over
is.
and watch me put it down, down. Step right over and watch me put it down, down on the ground. Cause you know I got it going on. S to the I to the M to the P.
What about
S to the I to
STIs?
the M to the P.
Stimp?
You don't have to get yourself an academic degree.
All right, so I can
That's
get...
gonna go to space and orbit.
Yes,
Okay.
because this stuff is light.
Yeah, it does have 3,000 delta V. All right.
This is what I was reading. I don't know if it's true.
So I could have done. Maybe that'll help me if I did something like that with my rocket, with my Mungoer. Maybe I could save some weight with satellite instead of having a human pilot.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. Plus, you're risking less.
Yeah,
You are risking less.
you won't get the human observation science like EVAs and just regular observations. But if I can put stuff on it,
Well, a couple of your astronauts got a real close look at the moon.
woo, yeah.
One would say you could still hear them screaming today.
Well, that's not true. I mean, they died, and there's no atmosphere on the moon.
You don't
Yeah,
know
I
much
looked up
about
the
ghosts.
smallest rocket you can get into orbit.
Oh, but I guess I'm going to start Tony's time now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be
sure.
good.
Wow,
We're able to get a
this is
very small
already
rocket
going
into
better.
orbit. It was pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
Tony got extra time there.
It's all right.
Oh, I was working on a rocket. I thought you had started my time.
Did I say I
you
started your
wanna-
time? If I don't say it,
No.
it didn't happen.
Well, if you want to stop me at 19, I'm fine with that. Why? Why?
That's fine. Nice gravity turn.
Sure, early gravity turn.
Tony not waiting until 10K.
Whee!
Oh, all right.
That's
I think
How's
my
that
wing
going
is a
for
little
you,
bit off,
Tony?
guys.
This looks like this will orbit, no problem.
Whee!
No,
All right,
it's
we're
my
going
bad
back.
on the
Oh, we
time
were
start.
almost going up the right direction.
I'm just, again,
I think I might need fins, guys.
I'm still kind of emotionally wrecked after my turn.
If I'm gonna
You
do this,
are.
no.
Seeking revenge. I brought a freaking liquid engine all the way up into space to test it in the ocean, and then when it got to the ocean, it decided to fall off.
It's not a competition, Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, that's fine. You also had a hard time.
I think that's yes. It is a competition. What do you mean it's not a competition?
As far as like who feels worse afterwards.
No, that's all. It's all a competition, Al. That's what you don't understand here. All of it.
All right.
How do
Well,
I wanna
let's see how
change
bad
this?
Tony can feel at the end of this.
Oh, I'm not risking any lives. I'm just risking money and prestige.
Well, the rocket's falling might hit people.
So you're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
okay?
true.
we're gonna make this a stubby rocket. I like this.
Yeah, we're going stubby.
I like this design a lot.
So while tinkering with planes, I did get a better idea of how to use like the thrust,
This is the dumbest
Center of
looking thing
gravity.
any of us has ever built.
the center of gravity and the center of thrust sort of concepts.
Put it on the main thing. I think. I mean, maybe not. You do what you want to do. I think that it'd be better in the main body, so you have it at the top of your orbit as well.
Yeah.
You're kind of. I guess it doesn't matter that you're clipping through there. That's probably fine.
There we go.
Yeah.
No longer clipping.
All
right. I don't even know if I need the aerodynamics. I probably do, considering that's been like the entire problem so far.
If you can keep your thrust to weight ratio down to a sensible level, maybe not.
Where is that? 4.9 is pretty, yeah.
That's, yeah. Wow, my wife is listening to Bones loud in the other room.
It's quality programming. It's been on for like 73 years.
I mean, it's good for what it is. It's not my thing, but...
No, I'm not a fan.
I like the one where there's an actual ghost.
There's one, so they do like, they had one that was alternate reality.
So weird.
Where, like, they were like, oh, we're in the 1950s and like 1950s mystery solving. And they're like, have a fight in a plane and like somebody falls out. Which I thought was pretty ballsy of them. Just be like, you know what? We've been doing the same thing for 8 years. Here's just like something totally different. Like like the same actors in the same kind of setting, but like completely different world.
Was it like a dream or something? Or
I didn't see the ends or the beginning.
Right. What did you see?
I saw them fighting in a plane, Joe. I told you the extent of my knowledge. They were in the 50s and everybody was like, had their same names, but they didn't know each other. They didn't have all their established backstory.
The flight of Stubby begins.
Da-na-na-na.
Put SAS on.
Yes, it's on.
Ba-da-dum, bum, bum. I like that kind of thing, though. I mean, Z Nation had a really cool episode where they had several in the first season where they were sort of in people's minds for different types of things, and that was cool. I like shows that take a chance.
Bot boy. No.
Change your mind. I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me.
Where did that come from?
I said take a chance.
Who did?
Take a chance. Take a chance.
Al said take a chance, and
You
now
can't
he's just
chew
obsessed.
off of your own.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that.
Are you turning,
breaking
Tony?
that 400 barrier. Not yet.
Okay.
What's that in the distance? What was that? Coming over that. Ooh.
It's just a galaxy.
Just a random galaxy, fully visible
Yeah.
to the naked eye. As a
I mean,
swirl.
lots of galaxies are visible to our naked eye, Joe.
As a swirl.
All three of Orion's...
As a swirl.
the stars in Orion's belt are
That
galaxies.
was gorgeous. As a swirl.
Turn.
Now we need
you
to
want to
start
do
our
that
gravity
turn
turn.
like soonish, Tony. Like now.
Yeah, I'm
It's not really a
trying.
gravity turn at this point.
I'm trying.
Oh, it's not turning?
Why are you not turning?
Woohoo! Yes.
Huh.
All right.
What
Forcing the turn.
Are we going to the North Pole?
You have
Okay.
no real control.
I don't care.
guess.
I just want orbit. Go. Turn. Damn you.
You're
So fast.
You're not gonna make it, I don't think.
So
Also, your
fast.
See, this does
control
not have
fins will not
gimbal.
be any good in orbit.
All right. Let's see what our orbit looks like.
That does- I would revert and use a liquid engine on the second stage.
Yeah, there's
Tony.
no gimbal. There's no control.
Alright.
Or fins that have tilt.
You have 13 minutes, by the way. Almost 14 total. 14:51. 13:51 is what I meant to say.
Yeah, but then I have to carry more fuel. Whatever. What do I do? Why? Fuel. Where's my fuel at?
Second one.
Fuel.
Like the gut level of like there's the empathetic stress too of watching you guys try.
Yeah. I think that's the one you want.
Reliant's good. I would say Reliant.
Yeah. I was just.
I
looking
think
at
it's more
weight.
efficient. The swivel gives you more maneuverability, but you don't need all the maneuverability in the world.
Yeah, I've never really noticed a huge difference of maneuverability-ness between the Reliant and the other one.
Couplings.
Nope. Just fire the liquid rocket directly into the empty solid rocket.
Well, you could do the same configuration. You could have your 4 on the side and keep the stubby.
That's true.
I'm not telling you should. I like that design. It just because of how goofy it looked. But
and
I
that's
don't
what
want to.
NASA
I'm not
relies
trying
on.
to. You want to pull that bottom decoupler off so we can see see the engine exposed.
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah,
Really?
It's Again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. If you felt like that it was better to stack them, yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Now I'm confused.
Hopefully this won't result in you blowing up your own engine here.
What the hell?
I'm just doing what Al told me.
Never do that.
So this will get you to the mud, Tony.
Did you not watch his sequence?
I experimented a lot, and this will get you to the mud. Yeah, now you don't need the fins on the inner one, so that's probably better. This is
All right.
and this looks super goofy now with the wide fins.
It's a pyramid. They're sending a pyramid into space.
All right. This is the thing that's really weighing me down, because I could do, like, you can actually get to orbit with one of these if you don't have the Science Junior.
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
With just one hammer.
That's really crazy.
Speaking of which, I actually need to grab the contract for testing the hammer.
It's going to be very specific. Like, it's not going to be, well, maybe it's going to be for at the launch.
Into orbit.
Yeah, you have to haul it into orbit. So unless you're going to keep all of those on your rocket as you burn with the...
You should get other contracts and try them at the same time, too. That goes really well for me.
And do science.
Yes.
All right, thrust limiter. What am I at? 1.74. All right. Launch.
Oh.
This craft has too many parts. This is the wonkiest, tiniest looking. You have one you have to get rid of.
Yep. What do I want to get rid of? How many solar panels do I need?
We don't
I
know.
have
We
no
didn't do
idea
the
on that
math.
one.
You just started slapping them on willy-nilly.
All right. I think 2 will work for now.
Willie
Sure,
Nilly's
I
my
hope.
favorite country music artist.
All right.
Those
Let's
batteries
Oh,
just
might
get
be
this-
heavy. Oh, you have a thermometer on. I didn't see
Yes.
that. Hello.
I have a thermometer.
He's going for the science.
Thermometer. All the science. Or like 12 points of it at this point.
All right, here goes. SAS maybe? There you go.
But why do I want SAS whenever I can just tumble?
It's true.
Burn into the
Whoa.
camera. You're
What are you
turning.
doing?
I don't know if you want to be doing that.
Why am I turning? Why is it not listening to me? I do not understand what's going on
We've
with
got
this.
too much weight on one side, or the
Is it the
SAS.
solar panels?
The SAS toggling. No, because they're equally distributed.
Looks like a good gravity turn.
The SAS toggling on late might have. There might have been a.
You're gonna go into
tumble at the
orbit at
start.
2,000 meters, Tony.
I wonder how fast you'd have to be going for that to work.
Infinite, because you have atmosphere.
Yes, it's how much fuel you'd need. It's called a plane flying around the world.
It's true. Perfect.
It is a beautiful looking ship.
And there you go. So maybe that stubby rocket was not the best design, Tony.
I don't know. There's something to this. I just don't understand why it started tilting.
I'm not sure. I think it might have been the late SAS. Let's go to launch and turn SAS
Yeah.
on beforehand.
If there's any wobble at the start, it can start to compound.
That's still that's got to be a super. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe RCS. What does RCS do?
I don't know. You turned it on at one point during your flight, and we're like, yeah, that's on.
I just turned it on, so we'll see.
It feels like why not? Is
Yeah.
my gut on that.
Yep, you had an early wobble that started pitching you.
Oh, this is about where it started turning, so...
Oh.
Yeah, maybe like a weird weight distribution thing.
Yeah, like whenever
They should be
the
burning it
liquid fuel
as
runs
equal
out.
rate. Like they're not gonna.
Everything's mirrored except the antenna. I mean, there's gonna be a little... Yeah, the antenna's the only thing that's...
Come
and the
on,
thermometer.
Stubby, do the moon.
To the moon. That's a cool shot.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it there for now since it's so dark.
Yeah, you
This
could have
does look
fast forwarded
very-
till morning. So are you gonna? Are you? Now I'm curious if you're gonna do a gravity turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
really listening.
You
I'm
have
getting
control fins
no
on here,
turn.
right?
I have
His
fins.
fins.
Oh, well, no wonder you can't do a gravity turn.
Yeah, I need to get better fins.
Yeah. I mean, your fins are great. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do, which is keep you
Keep
going
me
straight.
stable. Yes. Let's see, what is my apoapsis gonna be? Not very high.
Yeah. Also, you just tumbled over. So,
That's fun. Stupid atmosphere.
yeah, what? What?
See, I think my information...
I don't know if you got good data.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're
22
just gonna
science.
try to land with this? You don't have a parachute.
Transmit data. Transmit data.
Okay.
Interesting. There it goes.
Hey.
Very nice. Done. The first
Only
transmitted
11
data
science.
of the Kerbal Cold War.
Yeah.
So, what is that?
Also, we're going back because I'm going to build this exactly how they show it on here. Like,
What?
Exactly.
Are you recording your game? Because we're currently seeing your screen with audition on it.
Yeah, because I was pulling up an
Pulling up a
image.
schematic.
Okay.
I think
Schematic.
it's okay. I think people know that we're not actually in a space station building these, and we're actually playing a game on a computer.
What?
So I don't,
Joe, I
if
told
we-
you not to break the illusion.
I think bouncing to the desktop is okay.
All right.
Also,
we're
it may
gonna
not
do
have shown
this.
up on his recording because I think he
It's
might have
true.
been in game mode recording. So
It was in game.
I'm
that is
commenting
true.
on it, and I'm more worried that nobody's going to see what was commented on.
No, I looked at my OBS just to double check when you said that, so we're good.
Okay.
All right, we're going to build this exactly to spec and see if
So-
they were lying to me the whole time.
Mm.
No, that's not a barometer, that's a battery. What the hell am I doing? Battery.
Stick a barometer on there.
Why won't you? Power
Why is this
this
barometer
engine.
charging up my satellite?
I'm a battery. I'm not a barometer. Oh.
Need 2.
Dos photovoltaic cells.
Those. Actually, they're at like a weird angle on theirs. I don't think I can replicate the angle.
It's
Who knows
probably
if that
fine, Tony.
matters?
That's just a guess.
Says Al. You'll make it to the moon. It'll be fine.
All right. And then we do
Do.
this. And then we
Okay.
do...
Okay.
Where is it?
Hammer. How many?
Hammer. Just 1.
Any fins?
No.
You're at 5 minutes.
Definitely turn down your thrust there. You want to get as much out of that as possible. Don't want it pushing aside air.
I just feel like this is going to fall over.
Oh, that's
But
not
we're going anyway. Because
T-
I was told
T-
this would work.
T before launch.
Yes.
So who told? Like this is a thing you looked up
Yeah, this is
after you complained that I was cheating.
I looked it up.
T.
Yes.
Oh, while we were recording, like as my
Yeah.
turn was going, you're like, I'm gonna look something up on the internet.
Yeah, I was looking
Al's not
at
doing
what's the
anything
most-
interesting.
I can do both. Especially because
Yeah.
Joe's got the comic styling to keep everybody entertained.
I am the.
He is that part of the Venn diagram.
Okay.
When I start screaming, Tony comes back to the screen.
And
Well,
I
it's
have
going
a second
vertically.
monitor. Yeah. This is already going better than the other ones.
Well, how could that be?
Still doesn't feel like it's going to reach orbit.
I still
you
can't
got-
believe Al crashed into the moon.
Why is that so difficult to believe? I don't,
Oh my god! I don't
is it
know,
the
just
failure that
odds.
surprised you, or the?
Was it the what that surprised me?
I mean, you can't be surprised that I failed. So you're just like, how did I hit it?
Yeah, it's just the guy. Because in my mind, again, I haven't gone to the moon yet. I'm sort of like, how do you put that together where you make sure your orbit's in the right place and the moon is coming around at the right time and blah 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 blah.
Yeah. By
So,
the way, the
you know-
way I showed you. Whoa.
Whoa!
Okay.
Diggity dog.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah!
No. What are you doing? How does the
Oh.
schematic show this, Tony?
This is my orbit.
Are you in orbit?
Control from here.
Did you make it?
hibernation.
Shut down.
I'm confused.
This is one of those total failure. This episode.
Has anyone accomplished anything?
No, not yet.
No.
Tony's got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to do so. Yes,
is
put
bizarre.
more rockets on it. More rockets.
The David Webb School of
That's
Rock.
all-
Yes. Excellent.
Good luck with that gravity turn.
There's nothing in there, Tony. You have a.
What are you doing?
I was like, why is this not clicking?
Oh,
Yeah, because the other rockets. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
And these ones don't do anything.
No,
do they?
you don't have
They're
any
just
turnable fins right now.
Yeah,
right,
you might as well go with the crappy. I guess you could. It doesn't matter, but
We're gonna add a little more fuel to this guy.
wow, he's really going to be in orbit with
Control
this
was the
satellite.
problem there. Second one.
Second one.
Yeah. You about 5 of those? You want your engine back on there?
I saw it.
The first thing was a joke. The second thing wasn't.
This is gonna blow up.
1 minute and 30 seconds. Tony the Prophet.
T.
You didn't
Whoa.
change. Did you limit
Did
the
not
thrust
thrust
on these
limit.
engines, by the way?
Did not thrust limit.
Okay. So these are just burning at full capacity?
Right now they are.
How about
We're
now?
gonna be hot.
I need to drink more coffee or something. Like, this is just my gut
Look at all this.
is
Why would more coffee help that?
I'm just
'Cause Al is,
drained. I'm
cringing.
Yeah.
just wrung
Pro-Butnick debris.
out as a person from how horrific these are.
It's really hard. Oh god!
Oh
Get away!
no!
Gravity turn.
No!
Gravity turn.
No. Okay, you can do something with that. You can do something. What? Okay, go back
Why
that
is
way.
it going
I guess.
this way? SAS apparently is automatically doing this.
Can you
Or
turn?
your fins?
Oh, this
I'm
is
trying
hammer.
to turn.
All right.
Trying to turn.
This is again. You have solid fuel and fins. You're not gonna get too much of a turn in, but
That's
you'll
an alright
tumble.
turn.
Or you could do this.
Ah! Come on, stay right there. That'll work for me. Stay
It's
right
holding.
there.
It's holding.
Stay on target. Stay on target. And your time's up.
He's gonna finish this
I've
flight,
got to
right?
at least
Or-
get through this burn.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just saying. That's the timer.
I'm just trying to remember when you said earlier like you had looked up when you can save and when you can't. I didn't hear the parameters though. Like the game has.
You can't save under acceleration. So I think
All right.
he could
can
technically
probably
save
save
now.
now.
You
But
are
no, we're gonna let him go for orbit, right?
in space. No, I don't think so. I mean, we made you stop at the middle of your arc.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I think
guess we're-
I can stop here, but I think I might actually, with the fuel I have, be able to make this work, especially because I don't have to bring it back.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's possible.
save
Okay.
game, save. That was a lot of nobody doing anything.
Yeah, that was vicious. That was Kerbal
And amazing.
Kerbalist.
Got
That was
extra
fun. I
things.
mean, that was really
it was.
fun.
I agree.
Like-
I'm just saying, I would like to actually achieve something next time.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Don't forget that you can get these videos a day early if you become a member over at humanechoes.com. That helps us keep all of our shows running, and it gets you Kerbal early and maybe some other stuff at some point. But that's still in the early talks. So if you're a fan of Kerbal and you want to
other
get
stuff.
that early
Oh, I see what you're saying.
and support us,
also get the
go
bonus
to
podcast
humanechoes.com and click become a member. And there's awesome other
pins
bonuses
and-
as well.
Yeah, new
T-shirts.
buttons coming out in the next week or two, so
Get
be
that
sure to
button
check
action,
that out.
get that bonus podcast action. It's all awesome, and you are all awesome. And we'll see you next week.
Bye, Gall.
See ya.